Have you ever noticed that most people don't actually feel poor when they're spending money anymore?
They only feel poor when the bill shows up? A $7 coffee doesn't feel expensive.
A $1,200 phone doesn't feel painful. A $300 weekend trip doesn't feel reckless.
Not because those things got cheaper, but because the way we pay for them changed.
Let's take a very normal, very realistic situation. Imagine someone in the US or Europe making about $60,000 a year. After taxes, that's roughly $3,800 a month hitting their bank account.
Now, the basics. Get paid.
Rent or mortgage, $1,600. Car payment and insurance, $600. Utilities, phone, internet, $300.
Groceries and fuel, $500. We're already at $3,000. That leaves about $800 for everything else: clothes, eating out, small trips, subscriptions, emergencies, and life. On paper, that sounds fine. But now enter credit cards. Instead of paying for things with cash from that $800, this person puts it on plastic. A $1,200 phone becomes just $40 a month. A $3,000 vacation becomes only $90 a month. A $3,000 vacation becomes only $90 a month. A $200 dinner becomes "I'll deal with it later." So nothing feels expensive anymore. The pain of spending disappears. But here's what quietly happens.
That $800 of free money gets eaten by minimum payments. Phone, $40. Trip, $90. Clothes, $60. Old balance interest, $110. Suddenly $300 of that $800 is already gone before the month even starts. Now their real lifestyle budget isn't $800. It's $500. But they're still living like they have $800. So more goes on the card. And that's the trap. Credit cards didn't give people more money. They just delayed the emotional impact of spending. Let's talk real numbers. Most credit cards in the US and Europe charge around 20% interest. If someone keeps an average balance of $10,000, which is very common, they are paying about $2,000 a year just to stay in the same place. Not to buy anything new. Not to improve their life. Just to exist with that balance. That's $166 a month being burned quietly. That's 2 weeks of groceries. Or half a car payment. Or a real investment that could have grown. But psychologically, it doesn't feel like losing money. It just feels like a normal bill. And that's why it works. The financial system isn't built to help you spend less. It's built to make spending feel painless. When you hand over cash, your brain feels loss. When you tap a card, it feels like nothing happened. So people don't change their lifestyle when their income stays the same. They change how they feel while overspending. Over time, this creates a strange illusion. From the outside, someone looks successful: nice phone, nice car, nice clothes. Trips on Instagram, but underneath, their future is being sold in monthly installments. Every dollar they owe today is a dollar their future self won't control. And the longer this continues, the smaller their financial freedom becomes. Not because they're bad with money, but because they were never taught to feel money. Financially intelligent people don't actually hate credit cards. They just don't let them change reality. They understand one simple thing. If you wouldn't buy it with money you already have, you probably shouldn't buy it at all. They use credit cards as tools, not as lifestyle extensions. They let the numbers stay visible. Not because they're disciplined, but because they refuse to live in a fake version of their income. And that's the real shift: not cutting coffee, not chasing side hustles. Just seeing your money clearly again, because the moment spending starts to hurt a little, it starts to become honest, and honesty is what creates stability. If this way of thinking makes sense to you, you might enjoy the rest of the videos here. You can subscribe if you want to keep watching. End of video. Title frame: Credit cards didn't make life easier, they just changed how we feel about spending. Calm, rational closing scene: viewer encouraged to reflect on personal finances. Soft CTA reminder, subscribe or like.